Hey everybody, Derek Bisson here. They just announced the new FHFA conventional loan limits for 2024 today. And that's pretty big news. It usually comes out right around Thanksgiving, sometimes before. This year it came out a little after Thanksgiving. And basically what's happened here is that they are going to be increasing, once again, the maximum loan amount you can get for a conventional loan. So that's going to be going from $726,200 all the way up to $766,550. That is an increase of about $40,350 or about 5.5% over last year. Basically, what does that mean? It means that the housing market is still doing pretty well, actually. That's a good sign. And it also means that your competition is low. In essence, it means you can buy a house right now, technically, for about $790,000. I think I wrote this down. $790,257 with a 3% down payment, or $23,707. So if you have that kind of money plus closing costs, you can buy a home with 3% down, all the way up to that amount. It's pretty impressive. The story that I think is worth telling here is what's going to happen next year. So in 2024, the industry has pretty much come to the conclusion that interest rates are finally going to start coming back down by the end of next year, by the end of 2024. When that happens, you're going to see a whole bunch of inventory start to shake loose. And with inventory shaking loose, it means, yes, you're going to find a whole lot of great houses. But every one of those sellers is going to be a buyer as well. It's going to dramatically increase your competition when you go to buy a house. So what's the moral of the story here? It means that if you're thinking about buying a house and you can do it right now, and you can afford to do it right now, the advice is to do it. And the reason is that your competition is dramatically lower. If you tried to buy a house, for instance, back in, say, 2021 or even 2022, you saw a ridiculous amount of competition for homes. We were seeing buyers going out to try to put competing offers in with against 20 to 30 or more contracts on a single house within hours of it hitting the market. And we're probably going to be seeing something similar to that very soon. You really don't want to be in that type of frenzy, that chaos, if you don't have to be. So if you can purchase now, you can beat the rush, and then later on down the road, when property values go up, by the way, when there's a lot of competition, it drives up the cost of real estate dramatically. That's what we saw a couple of years ago during COVID, and we're going to see it again when the competition goes up. So the advice here is marry the house, date the rate. So buy the house that you can live with, and later on down the road, when a lower rate comes along, you'll hopefully gain some appreciation, and you can also refinance or readjust your monthly payment as the interest rates eventually fall. So that's it. That's your news for today for the mortgage industry. Be well, everybody. Have a great holiday season, and take care.